Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. Today is the 16th of September. In today's video, I'll be covering some stuff about MetaMask, some things about Trump and his propositions towards the SEC shakeup, tidbits on the Ethereum Foundation. Actually, that may be a major thing, major drive behind why so many whales are loading up on Ethereum or continue to load up on Ethereum, and a quick glimpse at BlackRock's new acquisition of over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. All of that on today's video, but first things first, as always, we're going to jump into the markets first, have a look at charts, and then proceed to all the goodies. So the market has retraced a little bit. We're down 1.1%, down a little bit. I'm sure you've seen the reds. Yesterday was a good time to take some profits. I was talking about that, and I was considering doing that. I set my sell orders, which didn't kick in, unfortunately, because I set them a little bit too high or maybe a little bit too late. In any case, we're at $4.909 trillion, $171 billion in trading volume. That's all the volume that's leaving the market, probably. Avantis is trading at 59%. OpenAI, 110% gain. Concordium and Pub token. Bitcoin at $115,000. Ethereum $4,500. Solana $233, a bit retraced over the past 24 hours. Over the past 24 hours, everything's dumped a little bit. Cardano 86 cents, still below $1, unfortunately. Litecoin $113, Toncoin $315. Polkadot $416, Meowcoin toddling at the same price ranges. And a quick look at the charts. On the charts, Bitcoin seems to have hit that resistance or nearly hit the resistance here at the Fibonacci 05. And so that's where we're seeing a retracement here. The overall altcoin market cap is doing quite well. It reached $1.7 trillion, which is basically an all-time high. So that's where we're at right now for altcoins. MetaMask becomes the first self-custodial wallet to issue a stable coin. All companies, like every single bloody company that is capable of doing so, will be issuing a stable coin, which may or may not be a good thing. I mean, who says we need to have one single currency for the entire world to rule them all, when you could have a gazillion stable coins issued by every single company that is running some kind of crypto scheme. MetaMask has stepped into the stablecoin arena with the launch of MUSD, a digital dollar designed to integrate seamlessly into its wallet ecosystem. I guess that's going to be interesting to see. The rollout, announced on Monday, marks the first time a self-custodial crypto wallet has introduced its own native stablecoin. Token is issued through Bridge, a stablecoin platform owned by Stripe and relies on MO's decentralized infrastructure for minting. Each MUSD is backed one-to-one by a dollar equivalent assets such as cash and treasuries, with transparency provided in real time. Through MO's liquidity network, the token is also designed to be interoperable across blockchains. Users will be able to buy, store, swap, transfer, and bridge the token directly inside the app. By the end of the year, the company plans to make MUSD spendable through the MetaMask card and any MasterCard supported merchant, extending its use into day-to-day transactions. Now here's real-time, real-world adoption in play. This would be massive. Imagine trading on MetaMask or trading wherever and then sending stuff to MetaMask using your MetaMask card and then spending your gains immediately using the MetaMask stablecoin. Talking about a brand new economy, eh? As of launch day, MUSD circulating supply stood at roughly $18 million, according to figures published on its website. The move underscores MetaMask's ambition to expand beyond being a wallet provider into a fully financial ecosystem built around stable value. Trump proposes major SEC shakeup, quarterly earnings reports at risk. How this impacts crypto firms. President Trump has revived his push to end mandatory quarterly earnings reports for U.S. public companies, calling for a switch to semi-annual disclosures and a move he says would cut costs and allow executives to focus on long-term growth. There is a post on Truth Media. Subject to SEC approval, companies and corporations should no longer be forced to report on a quarterly basis, but rather to report on a 6-month basis. This will save money and allow managers to focus on properly running their companies. Did you ever hear the statement that China has a 50 to 100 year view on management of a company, whereas we run our companies on a quarterly basis. Not good. Not sure why he's giving China as an example. That will probably not sit very well with a lot of his, well, with anybody really. Why is he using China as an example for, you know, democratic quote unquote nation? His renewed push aligns with arguments long made by business leaders such as JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon and Berkshire Hathaway chairman Warren Buffett. So basically, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, the two biggest banks in the world, and then you've got Warren Buffett. It's almost comical that they wouldn't want anybody looking over their shoulder every 3 months. That would be horrible. So let's make it every 50 or to 100 years. Why not, right? Who in 2018 co-wrote an op-ed criticizing the unhealthy focus on short-term profits created by quarterly reporting. Hillary Clinton also raised the issue during her 2016 campaign, warning against quarterly capitalism. Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I guess it's going to alleviate a lot of pressure from business owners, but at the same time, you know, banks will go doing their thing without having to worry about supervision. And Ethereum Foundation launches AI team to build an AI settlement layer. This is huge. They're planning on creating AI agents. And you know that the progression of anything AI related will be a lot faster than anything related to things like quantum computing and whatever comes with it, the fear, the FUD that comes with quantum computing. Because AI is already here, and creating AI agents is just a matter of tinkering around with the AI that's already present and well underway. So this isn't going to be a very lengthy project, and we're going to see these things very quickly. The Ethereum Foundation has created the DAI, I assume that's decentralized AI team, although I'm not sure, isn't AI decentralized already? Anyway, team led by research scientist David Krapis, to make a settlement layer for AI and the machine economy. The team will focus on enabling AI agents to transact and coordinate on Ethereum. The work will center around the ERC 8004 standard that focuses on verifying AI agents. The first goal, some of the goals that they are planning to implement in the AI agents are: the first is to give AI agents and robots mechanisms to pay, coordinate, and follow rules without intermediaries, which it describes as the AI economy on Ethereum. The second is to ensure AI development does not become dependent on a few centralized platforms by promoting open, verifiable, and censorship-resistant alternatives, which it described as the decentralized AI stack. The standard is expected to be completed by November, and the final form will be presented at DevConnect in Buenos Aires. The foundation also confirmed that the DAI team will work on related standards and updates alongside channeling funds towards open source projects supporting agent identity, reputation, and coordination. The foundation is expected to release job listings and resources to ramp up the project and form research collaborations with Silicon Valley companies. So if you are in the business, start looking for job posts. You might be able to get a job with the Ethereum Foundation. And with all of that, it's no wonder that ETH whales are loading up on more Ethereum. Despite the fact that Ethereum is dipped, there's a lot of work being done on Ethereum, and Ethereum is going to be huge, I think, over the next 10 years. Experts believe that Ethereum has significant upside ahead and has not yet hit the cycle top. According to the latest data shared by Look on Chain, a newly created wallet recently pulled 5,297 ETH from Binance and BitGet. This stash is worth around 24.7 million. This follows a similar action by a different whale wallet, which secured an additional 13,322 ETH, equivalent to 61.65 million, from Falcon X on September 15th. Just hours earlier, another newly created address withdrew 4,208 ETH worth nearly 19.5 million from Binance. These back-to-back transactions highlight a trend of continued whale demand for the altcoin, which currently appears to be in strong accumulation phase. So after accumulation, there is the pump. So when Ethereum pumps, it might pump hard. So start accumulating now, because these guys certainly are, and they're not doing it at, you know, prices of $2,000. They're doing it now at the low prices, I guess. Comparatively low prices are what they see as low prices of $4,500 per Ethereum. And BlackRock buys over $1 million worth of Bitcoin in 1 week. If you look on Arkham, you can see the transactions here. So BlackRock's stash is now at $103 billion. It was, I think, at $99 billion just a little while ago, and it pumped. So mind you, this is like price increase, of course, but also the added Bitcoin. You can see that here 2 hours ago. 71 Bitcoin added, basically over the past, wow, yeah, you got 2 hours ago, all these transactions, 71, 118 Bitcoin, 77 Bitcoin, 33 Bitcoin, 299 Bitcoin added. So this is all added. There's one withdrawal, I believe this is one withdrawal here, 260 Bitcoin added. So these are massive amounts. So keep in mind that these are IBIT Bitcoin ETF purchases, right? So it's not BlackRock going out and buying Bitcoin for itself, but it's money flowing into the Bitcoin ETFs. But it's a massive amount on a daily basis. So actually over the past 4 or 5 hours, just non-stop Bitcoin purchases. And again, that's most likely to do with the perceived dip that we're experiencing right now. And the last tidbit, Alex Becker, this dude, Alex Becker, crashes pump fund with STRSZN token launch. Here is what happened. Stream CZN hit 19 million market cap in its first hour, generating 50 million in trading volume and crashing pump fund servers. Becker donated all 250k in creator fees to small streamers, including 40k to newcomer Aaron Ricketts. Over 2,000 live viewers joined, commenting, cementing Stream CZN as one of Pump Fund's most iconic creator-driven launches. Alex Becker set the stage for one of Pump Fund's wildest launches yet, after teasing his followers on September 14th that he would stream on the platform the next day. Anticipation exploded. On September 15th, Becker dropped Stream CZN, and within an hour, the token soared to 19 million market cap, while he raked in 250,000 in creator fees. The hype was so intense that Pump Fund's servers buckled under the traffic, as over 50 million in staking volume poured in almost an instant. Becker donated his 250,000 to small streamers in an unexpected twist, and if one standout donation included 40,000 to Aaron Ricketts, a first-time Pump Fund streamer who was visibly emotional and said the funds would cover his studio expenses. The generosity only fueled more hype, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's kind of cool of Becker to be donating a lot of money. He's got plenty of his own, so just dropping that money onto the guys on Pump Fund must have been huge. Cool school. This is what you can do when you've got tons of cash. You do some good stuff, people love you, you love yourself, everything is good. In the meantime, do love me, do love the channel by smashing up the likes, show some love, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. In order to secure a crypto, pick up a Descent wallet, because that's the way to keep it safe. And if you want to show some more love to the Crypto Father channel, then pick up a book that I wrote all by myself called Crypto and Millennials, 188 pages of pure crypto wisdom. It is available on Amazon for Kindle for $10.99. I think this is a Canadian price, $9.99 in the United States, and various other prices in other regions of the world. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, as always, drop them below the video. All the ref links for the Descent wallet and the book are below the video, so check those out and have a fantastic Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow on a Wednesday. Peace.